why are you taking pictures? I'd like to know why you are. Can you tell me?
Not right now, I can't.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave, please.
You're going to have to ask me to leave where?
I don't want you filming any people coming in. It's not a secure thing to film people going into a financial institution.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
Sure it is.
No.
Yeah, it's alarming because are you guys casing the place out, or what is it that you're doing?
Well,
how's it going, guys? Watching the Watchmen here, out with Amagansett Press, and today we're in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the Clark County Credit Union. And as usual, we're going to take some video here on the public sidewalk and see if the folks respect our First Amendment right to do so. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. For anybody out there unfamiliar, we did a little looking into the Clark County Credit Union. Turns out that this credit union, with a few exceptions, I'll put up the list on the screen, only accepts public employees to be members of their credit union. So, credit union specifically for government workers in Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, Henderson, and the Clark County government. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
hey, making out there, Watchmen.
What's up?
What's happening? Just gonna go down to the corner and give them a view of the
All right. Yeah, so here's a view of the surrounding area. They got a huge sign like everywhere else here in Vegas. A lot of places have massive signs like that, especially the casinos. But pretty nice out today, a little overcast. Today is Thursday, March 3rd, 2022. It is 3:38 p.m. and 77 degrees and overcast, you know, partly sunny, partly cloudy, comes and goes. But here's a good look at the front door there. And not sure exactly what neighborhood this is considered. There's a lot of different neighborhoods here in Vegas, but this is definitely in a little bit of a wealthier area on the southwest side of the metro. And definitely check out our last video at a credit union. Last time was Navy Federal Credit Union down in Yuma, Arizona. And check that video out if you haven't seen it. Also, I've been mentioning it in the outro recently, but I'll mention it here in the beginning of the video so more of you guys see it. Make sure you check out my playlists. I have playlists which contain all the videos from each state organized into their own playlist. And you can look for your state, see if we've been there and done any videos, and check them out. So I think we're at about, I don't know, 15 or so here in Nevada. So been here quite a few times actually. So far we've been to all the Southwest. This guy's giving me the finger. Nevada 926 ZFS. So yeah, like I was saying, we've been all over the country and we're going to keep traveling. So if you guys live in a state that you haven't seen us do any videos in yet, check out the playlist. I'll pop up a map of which states we've been in, but we've been in all over the West, a lot of the Midwest, the whole Gulf Coast. I just want to give you guys an update on the guy who I pepper sprayed in Tucson, Arizona, because he attacked me, grabbed my arm and my camera. I put up a post about it, but I know not everyone sees those, so I'll mention it here in the video. For unknown reasons, the prosecutor down there in Tucson has decided to drop the charges against him, even though it's on video. And, you know, I'm not really too upset about it or whatever, but you guys can let me know what you think. I know a lot of you guys are outraged, and I understand why. So See, that guy's a nice guy. He just asked AP if we want him to move his car so we could get a better picture. And, you know, that type of courtesy, most people don't have that. So let's check out this side of the place. What's up? This guy can't stop staring at us, see?
I know.
He's like very interested in what we're doing.
California.
What are you guys doing?
Sorry?
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yes.
What does that matter?
Well,
I can't hear you because of the traffic.
it looks like you're taking pictures of us using the cash machine.
Well, to a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Why would you be doing that?
There are many reasons I would be doing what I'm doing. If you want to think of the negative, that's your mindset, not mine. So it's California 8TYP851. Is that a Nissan?
Yeah.
Silver Nissan. Oh, now he's talking to somebody else that just pulled in. He's going to get that riled up. He's going to pull into a space. Let's see what's going on.
Can't just see somebody doing something and mind your own business. Got to get all involved. It's amazing. Oh, here comes somebody from in here.
Can I ask what's happening?
Sorry?
Can I ask what's happening?
Can you ask what's happening?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. Why are you taking pictures and filming people coming into a financial institution?
Oh, well, that's my private information that I'm doing.
Well, not really.
What I'm doing is not my private information.
Well, it is, but I'd like to know why you are.
Okay.
Can you tell me?
Not right now, I can't tell.
Then I'm going to have to ask you to leave, please.
You're going to have to ask me to leave where?
I don't want you filming any people coming in. It's not a secure thing to film people going into a financial institution.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
Sure it is.
No.
What would make you say that?
Thanks.
Have a great day. Ask us to leave.
Yeah, she's gonna have to ask us to leave.
And just so you guys see where we are. How many people park in front of this bank with a dash cam running? Right on her property, filming the ATM machine? That burgundy Corvette, if I'm using the right word for the color, is aimed right at the cash machine. And if they have their
Yeah.
dash cam rolling,
Yeah, if the Corvette over there has a dash cam, they're aimed right at the ATM.
there could be people with drones. There could be people driving down the street.
Gonna have to ask us to leave the public sidewalk. I didn't see what her name tag said. It was something with a C.
So Las Vegas Metro is going to show up in what, about 3.5 hours?
Probably, yeah.
I hope you're not taking pictures of me.
Sorry?
I said I hope you're not taking pictures of me.
Oh, I am. I take pictures of anybody that talks to me.
Why?
What do you mean?
Why would you take a picture of me?
Why would you start a conversation with a guy filming and you don't want to be on the camera?
Well, I think it's odd that you guys are out here.
You think it's odd?
I mean, is there a reason that
Well,
you're
I think
filming?
it's-
I have my privacy to go to a bank.
You have privacy out in public, do you?
Well, why would you go view me at a bank? I'm not really sure.
I'm not looking for you. I don't
guys
even
have
know who you
nothing
are.
else to do, I guess.
You're not that important.
I'm
gotta
sure
go
I'm
listen to-
Not,
go
but I'm
listen-
just curious why you're taking pictures of people.
Go listen to some Carly Simon. You'll get it.
Well, you don't have to be nasty, sir.
Sure I do.
Why?
Because you're
Is it
being
angry?
nasty to me. I give what I get.
And I said, I hope you're not taking my pictures, what I said.
Right, so you started a conversation with a
You
cameraman
have a
saying, I hope you're not
camera
taking my
on.
picture. So now I'm only taking your picture.
I know, I think that's so strange.
Now I have to document your license plate when you leave.
Whatever, dude.
Oh, you chose to
Nice.
speak to
How
me. Have a
about
nice day.
that?
Make better decisions.
Maybe you should get a
Yeah,
life.
yeah. So it's a silver gray BMW. We'll get you a plate number here in a second. She's probably going to take our picture. That's
Yeah.
like the counter thing everybody knows. So, plan ahead. Hey, that's what I just goofed with my.
Is that what it said on her license plate tag?
There, her license
Frame.
plate says plan ahead. Plan A. What does that say? Oh yeah, Plan AHD.
PLANAHD. Plan ahead. Wow. Should have planned ahead before you started talking to the cameraman and know you're going to get filmed.
Hey, yo, cameraman, over here. I don't want to be on your camera. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I hope you're not taking pictures of me. Well, I wasn't.
Gotta love the people that shout at you across a parking lot that they don't want to be on your camera. Hey, over here, don't film me. I don't even see him.
Just went by right in front of me.
Oh, yeah, there he is. Not coming this way. Yeah, if he was here for us, it would be another 2 or 3 hours from now.
Yeah, he's going to a call that happened at like noon.
We were in Vegas at the county administration building one time. I think at our first time we went to Vegas. And it took the police department probably 2 hours to get there. Yeah, and keep in mind, that's the county building at that one we're talking about, where it took the police an hour and a half, 2 hours to get there. Imagine when it's just some random private person. Really? Wow.
So we have a Las Vegas Metro police vehicle going in, tactical vehicle, number
SA19021.
There goes the officer inside the bank.
Yeah, I would have expected a way longer response time from Vegas Metro.
Well, the response time's a good indicator of how seriously they're taking the phone call, because if the bank had called up and said we're actively being robbed, they would have been here in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
They took 45 minutes because they know how stupid it is and they don't even want to deal with it. So, police departments, chiefs,
Yeah, police departments need to start telling people on the phone when they call up and say, hey, there's guys filming outside on the sidewalk. They should just tell them on the phone instead of having to send somebody out. Down in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, that's what they do. We were at a couple of places, and anytime somebody called the cops on us, they wouldn't show up because we're not doing anything wrong. So,
here we go. How are we doing, sir?
Hey, sir, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, Officer Medina, Metro Police.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Officer Medina, Metro Police.
Medina, can I just ask your badge number,
Yeah,
sir?
6536.
Very good.
Hey, sir. So the concern is, they're just kind of concerned what the nature of the filming for because it's a credit union.
Okay.
If it's something that's ongoing, you guys have some kind of litigation going on. I don't know what the reason is, but it does kind of raise the concern of considering with all the stuff that's going on with crime and whatnot. Normally, banks, it's alarming because are you guys casing the place out, or what is it that you're doing?
Well, it's very subjective.
I understand.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at right now.
Okay.
Simply because if there was any other building, they probably would not have an issue with it.
Well,
and I get it. It's like it's a
Yeah, no, I get her
considerable-
concern in coming out and asking us, but do you think somebody's going to rob the bank's going to stand out here with all this? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, well.
Because a lot of times, sometimes when people do case and do reconnaissance of a certain area, they do it openly in public because it's lawful. They can. So that's what their concern is about.
Okay. Well, I don't break the law, so I don't know anything about that.
Okay. So, if you don't mind me asking, what is the nature of it?
Well, it really doesn't matter. I mean, I can tell you that it has nothing to do with. There's no nefarious intent as far as this bank is concerned. I can tell you that.
Okay. And then, are you guys going to stay here for an extended period of time, or how long?
I don't know until I accomplish what I'm trying to do.
All right. Did something happen at the bank that this is?
Well, like I said, first of all, let me ask you a question. I've answered a few of your questions, right?
Yeah. I'm just kind of.
Is there anything unlawful about me standing on the public sidewalk taking video?
No, and like I explained to them, obviously the biggest concern is more of because it's obviously a financial institution, and that's what they're concerned about is what obviously you have a sidearm, and obviously when they see that, a lot of people freak out.
In Nevada, people freak out over seeing a sidearm?
All the time.
Really?
We get calls on those. That's
well, you know what? You're in a good position to be able to educate these people and quell their fears.
And like I said, I'm not going to do a big impact one person at a time because obviously it's something that has.
You can make a very big impact one person at a time.
I know. Because we haven't been doing this for a long time, and I have not made the impact yet.
You don't know what impact you've made. If you're one of the good guys, you've probably made tremendous impact over the years, and you would never even know about it.
And you're probably right.
You know, Johnny Appleseed went around the country planting apple seeds. He didn't go back and check how many of them grew. If you're planting seeds of positivity and seeds of education and seeds of change, I can guarantee you some of them have sprouted and grown. And you should give yourself a little more credit. Now, if you're planting seeds of tyranny and disaster, those will also grow too. So we've only known each other for a minute, I don't know. But you're coming across as a decent guy, so I'll take it at your face value.
Well, like I said, it's one of those where if people were outside of your house doing something similar, whether on public sidewalk or more or less public access, it would just cause concern, especially if someone was out your house.
Not really. I wouldn't. I'll tell you what. I actually ran a hotel for many years, and once particular time, somebody was outside taking pictures of the hotel. I went on and asked him what he was doing. He was a real estate agent working on comps. Another time, a guy was outside taking pictures. The owner of the hotel had called him and asked him for an insurance quote that I didn't even know about, and that's what he was doing. Okay. So there's many legitimate reasons somebody would be out.
So that's fine. So just as a reminder, obviously, if pedestrians are walking, just
don't ruin it with any directives. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Just reminding you. That's it.
I don't need the reminders, but I appreciate it.
So, like I said, it's just one of those.
I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly how to do what I'm doing. And I don't cross lines, but I appreciate you.
Hey, listen.
You've come across as a very respectful person, so I'm giving that back to you.
And I appreciate it. Like I said, if this was anything other than a positive interaction, yes, we would be obviously dealing in a much different.
Not really. There's nothing you can do about it.
Well, no. If the laws were being broken, is what I'm getting at.
Right.
Yes,
if laws are
we
being
would
broken,
be definitely taking a different stance on it.
Absolutely. Well, you're a law enforcement officer, not a feelings enforcement officer.
Exactly. So, with that being said, I'm going to let them know what basically you guys have the right to be ahead. I already kind of explained to them prior to coming out here talking with you guys.
Okay.
If it's okay to kind of get your information, that way we can document it to say, hey, this is who's out here. They're not doing any violations whatsoever. Maybe a contact number, so in case they have any questions, they can call you directly.
No, I actually value my privacy very much, so I don't give that information out.
Okay.
Unless there's a lawful reason that I have to.
No. At this point right now, I don't have a reason to basically demand any type of identifications. You guys aren't breaking any laws, so
right.
Or I don't have any real suspicion to actually request that at this time. So, but yeah, like I said, they're just concerned about the whole.
Oh no, I get her coming out and asking.
Okay.
What the issue was is she told us that she said to me, "I want you guys to leave." She was basically like ordering us off the sidewalk. So I just didn't even entertain that. That's silliness. And I had the assumption that she was going to go inside and call you guys. So if I feel like the police have been called, I don't run away. I wait for you. I don't want you to have to look for me. I don't want her to, at the end of the day, I'm hoping if you do show up, you'll go back in there, explain to her what's going on, and then she's not worried about it. And you know what? Since you've been so cordial and so respectful, I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. You probably know already.
No, I actually don't.
You don't?
No.
First Amendment audits? Are you aware of it?
I've heard of them, yes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's what
I've
I'm
heard
doing.
of them. Okay.
I'm out on a public sidewalk,
Yeah,
in public, traditional public forum, where I have every right to be, exercising my right to take video and photographs in public. That's my sole point of being out here. That's it.
Like I said, I explained to them before I even came out here that they basically you guys have the right to be out here and we could have a conversation and basically depends on what the conversation
Well, and I hope you understand how valuable that right is. Because once in this country, imagine a day where I'm not allowed to stand on the sidewalk. You're not allowed to stand on the sidewalk to take pictures. You can't take pictures of your kids. You can't take pictures of or video of anything because that's forbidden now. Imagine that.
Oh no, trust me.
The free flow of information, the free press is vital to this country.
Oh no, and it takes all the men and women that serve the country to keep those rights available.
And it takes the guys that are out here exercising their rights.
Oh no.
You know, a lot of people complain about losing their rights, but they don't do anything to exercise them or keep them. And rights are like muscles. If you don't exercise them, they go away.
Sorry, the radio was going up. Yeah,
No,
you're
no
right.
worries.
You're right.
Yep.
So
that's all. I'm just being. You came out with respect, so I'm giving you that respect back.
and I appreciate
I don't always explain myself, but you earned it.
Hey, listen. I appreciate it. Like
That's
I said,
it.
it's one of those where I don't mind talking to folks all day long. And then obviously if the law's being broken, then we'll discuss it. And then if enforcement action needs to be taken, then we'll take it.
That's it.
All right,
Absolutely.
folks. All right, gentlemen.
And we go out of our way to avoid that at all costs.
All right. Hey, well, I appreciate it. So I'll just let them know what. Like I said, we'll just let them know that they have the right. That you guys
You
have
can tell
the
her
rights.
exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, you guys have the right to be out here, and whenever you guys decide to call it a night, then you guys are good.
That's it. Yeah, I just want her to understand that people are free to do as we do, and no laws are being broken. Actually, I'm sorry that they call you, to be honest with you, because it's a waste of resources. You know, sometimes, and the other issue with people calling the police that I have is sometimes people will call up and they try to make it a little more juicy than it is. So they'll say, oh yeah, he's got a gun, he's very threatening, this is good.
And actually, they didn't mention that. I just happened to notice.
Well, that's why I said
yeah.
sometimes people do
they
that.
didn't mention it.
And then that'll get you code 3. You're running red lights, you're doing everything to get here. You could get into a traffic accident and wind up getting hurt for nothing. So it's silly. You know, it's really silly. When I was a kid, you're probably around my age, I'm guessing. And when we were kids, somebody sees somebody on the street with a camera, they jump in front of the camera and go, "Hi, Mom!"
Oh yeah, they would.
Right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, people panic and call the police, so I can't figure it out.
Yeah,
It's very
neither can I.
subjective.
Neither can I, yeah. So yeah,
I just think people are being trained to be afraid these days, and hopefully we've desensitized them a little bit from the cameras.
Well, I hope so also, because a lot of times what people will do is they won't confront the situation because obviously they see that you're they didn't mention that you were armed, but they might see that you're armed.
Right.
So rather than them coming out here having a confrontation with whoever,
Which is foolish.
they call us instead of basically handle the situation.
And I'll tell you what, man, just on a personal note, I would much prefer to concealed carry, but I'm not from Nevada. So the state that I'm from does not have reciprocity with Nevada, so I have to. It's the only reason I'm open carrying, otherwise I'd be concealed carrying. It's much more comfortable for me too.
Oh yeah, it is, and it doesn't freak people out either as much.
Well, freaking people out sometimes is a good thing because it can cause a conversation. It can make people realize the silliness of what they're thinking about. You know, a lot of people have tendencies to go right to negative.
Oh no, yeah, I agree.
So if we could desensitize people a little bit, that's.
It looks like you got the right kind of open carry holster. A lot of people do not have any kind of retention on their holster.
I wish there was more retention on it, but yeah, you got it.
So at least you have something.
I try to be smart.
Yeah.
I'm not always. My son will tell you I'm not always smart, but I try to be.
So I can't tell how many times I've seen videos where someone's at 7-Eleven and literally it's just a friction holster. Person from behind takes it off and takes off running.
Oh, I just saw one. There was a female off-duty police officer at a gas station. She was standing in line. There was a guy behind her, and I guess she must have bent over to pick something up, so it kind of flipped. You know, her shirt went up over her gun. The guy saw it. He ripped it right out of her back, took her gun from her. She's lucky she didn't get shot.
Yeah, it happens.
But it's a mad world, and there's real serious stuff going on. So I appreciate you being as unemotional and level-headed as you are, and thank you for your professionalism and courtesy.
Well, I appreciate it, gentlemen. Again, if no other questions, I'll go let them know what's going on. And
Yeah, I appreciate you letting her know.
Yeah,
And
hopefully, it'll kind of bring some ease to their fears as well.
Very good.
Alrighty.
I appreciate that.
Alrighty, have a good
Thank
day.
you very
Thank
much.
you. Yeah, so we'll stick around while the officer has that conversation with the employees here, and once he leaves, we'll wrap it up. And he had the little FTO field training officer pin things on, which is good so far. If that's how he acts, and he doesn't, comes out, acknowledges we're not breaking the law, and goes on with his day. That's what we like to see. So if he's a training officer and that's how he handles things, that's good.
Thank you again, sir. Have a good day.
Police bike.
You got backup coming or things about to go south? Well, I always tell you guys to stick around to the end. You never know what's going to happen. Could be nothing. So two officers that just pulled
So
up,
two more cops just pulled up and now they're going in.
Hold over here so we got 2 minutes.
There we go. I just did a little battery swap. Should be all good now. It's getting down to like 20-something%. Yeah, right when we thought the cop was about to leave, more show up. Never know. Never know what's going to happen. Maybe those are his trainees learning how to handle a guys with cameras call. He did have the FTO training officer things on, so.
How you doing? Good, how you doing, man? Good.
Well, all right, guys, there goes the police department. All right, guys, you saw how that went here at the Clark County Credit Union in Las Vegas, Nevada. No issues with the police department. They handled the situation well, for sure. Didn't try to demand our ID or anything, knew we weren't breaking the law, and I think handled the situation fine. And Clark County Credit Union, I mean, you know, the lady wasn't too aggressive, but she did come out telling us we had to leave the public sidewalk and that we're a security risk by taking pictures of a bank in broad daylight. But I don't know, you guys can let me know what you think in the comments, and hopefully these people got educated here today about the rights of every American to take video in public on a public sidewalk. So hopefully the next guy won't get the cops called on him. So contact info is always in the description if you want to contact the Clark County Credit Union or the Las Vegas Metro Police Department and let them know what you think of how they handled the situation. And always check out the description, a lot of good info down there, contact information, playlists like I was mentioning before, and yeah, make sure you check that out. And if you like this video, you like what we do, you want us to keep spreading the message of public photography rights, and you want to see more of these videos, best way to help us out is to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and check out my other social medias. And that's about it for this one, guys. So watching The Watchmen, out with Amagansett Press here at the Clark County Credit Union in Las Vegas, Nevada. See you in the next one, guys. Out.